Drink one of the
ये देखिए हमारे लेट वाले आदमी आ गए। ये देखिए हमारी लेट वाली भाभी आई है।
इधर देख
Just when you're enjoying yourselves, I'm going to spoil your fun. Family, friends, colleagues, on behalf of Nanda Nasha Srivastava, welcome to this evening of celebration. And in this way, they would like to thank you very much for him being here, so that you could be here this evening. Yeah. So what are we celebrating? Well, and I promised my wife I'll only be half an hour. It's quite a remarkable journey that epitomizes all that's good in medicine, I think, with a surgery. And it started off really with a bit of an accident of nature in Bihar State, which I very happy to be from and was visiting, and that was 18 months ago. It's been a reasonably long journey. A phone call for help set off a whole cascade of what we can only imagine is a sort of an army type organisation to get into this place, because it was immediately clear that he was likely to die, and I don't say that lightly. And so I told these people he was going to die. Sorry, actually, he was going to die. And he said, "Well, no, I don't want to die just yet, because you could now speak to your patients on the cell phone. I'd like to come back to the UK. Now, we're a long way in India, and our colleagues in India stabilised this condition. They flew him to Mumbai. Now, that is a rather large and specialised, it's got lots of specialist centres, probably a bit better than most of the colleagues around here, actually, although they might refute that. But he wanted to come to the UK. Now, look, you know, you're going to die, and what you need to do is get this thing sorted out in Mumbai. They're very, very capable people. He said, well, you don't understand Indian culture. I want to come back to the UK. Now, our colleagues in Mumbai did a great job in stabilising for about 10 days. And thanks to huge negotiating skills, and you have to have negotiating skills to get on an Air India flight to Heathrow with your own doctor, of course. Where at this end, his local hospital was in readiness. To that. So one flies into Heathrow, and thank heaven for the NHS, an ambulance is waiting for you, organised by the local team at Sandwell, and he was. I'm mentioning no names here, Pete. And he arrived in Sandwell in a sorry state, because this is now several weeks since the original accident. And I said to Deep, well, I'm going to be away actually, so please look after the initial part when he arrives in Sandwell, because we don't know how he's going to find him. And from Sandwell, he was too hot to handle. He had to go to a bigger specialist centre, so he went to the QE.
Right.
And the QE is nearer to the Maharaja than Sandwell is, so he was well fed. Now, where family comes into this is, and I was to learn this later, Indiana flew in, and when we needed reserves from New Jersey, they flew in. So Asher always had somebody from the family looking after the pair of them, you see. Our friends at QE thought they were doing a great job, but it was actually the family that were doing much of the succouring, I think. Eventually he left there and came back to Sandwell, where it was clear that after a period of time he really needed a definitive operation, which by this time he was well enough to undergo. And so we had to call in the reserves from the brand new open University Hospital, Coventry and Warwick, otherwise known as Meriden. And from there, exactly a year ago, he had his final operation. So why are we having this celebration tonight? It was because I remember him recounting this to me. He said, thank God I'm not going to see any more surgeons. And as you can see, he has been projected into this happy. Joseph said to me, don't you think he looks, well, I think he looks fabulous actually. I've never seen him quite as jolly as he is tonight. But in passing, we went through the spiritual phases and the emotion of thinking I'm going to die. So this evening is to celebrate. So, gracias. Gracias.
आज पूरा कवर कर रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया के शादी का 60 प्लस पहला वो शो करा रहा है आज वीडियो मिला है पहला वीडियो जैसे कोई बच्चा नहीं लेता है
He's just been able to do a fabrication of
these pages to tomorrow. But in a post, he used to have 5 years in a row. And all of them talking about दिशा खाओ नहीं हो
डाइटिंग पे
ये तो तुम नहीं खाते तुम तो वेजिटेरियन खाए कबाब कैसा था जब जब सीख कबाब यहाँ नहीं खाए
यहाँ स्मेल नहीं था
वही तो आलू वाला जो था ना हरा भरा कबाब होता है
हाँ वो अच्छा था
आलू वाले
I do singing though, so it can, that's fine. The problem is they won't take I'm not a singer, I just the group called Kiss because one of our
all those decades ago.
I knew Angus for a long time. Then he started to set Savage up and said, well, I'd like to do so I did some and I made a lot of contributions because of the development as we can see, as you see today. And then
she looks very young
हाँ हम लोग साथ ही जा रहे हैं 25-26
तुम्हारा नहीं आया ना
ले लीजिए
हमारा क्लोजअप लेते हैं रुको तो दांत दिखाइए
25 को हम लोग का
दांत दिखा दो
आपका भी 25 साथ जा रहे हैं
हाँ 25 ही है
हम भी 25 हम लोग को एयरपोर्ट पर साथ ही मिलेंगे इसलिए कि फ्लाइट तुम बोल रहे थे कि
हो गया
Touched and overwhelmed with the kind words of Dr. Maharaja. For last 18 months, I have received all kinds of support, and I will define support from many people, also from the religious institutions. Name it, temple, gurudwaras, mosques and churches. When I put in the word support, as a patient, when you are sitting on the other side of the table, I had my 46 years of experience of medical service, but first experience as a patient. So you need this support. What kind of support? You need physical support, you need emotional support, you need psychological support, spiritual support, and also intellectual support. And when my daughter was visiting here, she told me, "Daddy, why don't you read and write while in the hospital, so that you can have your intelligence intact?" And I did so. Today I am standing, as Dr. MacLeod has said, a smiling face on my both feet. So in a way, it is my second life. And why I am telling you the second life? When I was in India in January, first 3 days of my illness, I was given 3 days. On 26th of January in Delhi, in one of the premier hospital, I was declared dead for 7 minutes on 26th of January. When I came to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, I was given 50-50 if David I am right. And my son and daughter used to fight with David a lot. And when I went to the Queen Walsgrave Hospital, on 17th of May my operation was there and Mr. Masuka was saying the chances are 50-50, but we will win the race. So thank you, sir. So therefore I feel that this is the second life. But what is the driving force behind this? And I believe that it is the extraordinary partnership between clinical excellence of all my colleagues here and in India. God blessings, the good wishes of all the well-wishers, and a strong family tie and support. And I must say, my daughter, my son-in-law, my son, daughter-in-law, my grandchildren, they used to come on rotation from America 1 month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But one person was always there. So, it is an excellent partnership. So as a doctor, we have to see the other side also. And one thing came to true, and I will say to you as a quote, that our lives are just like the course of the sun. Sun rays, sun you can say. And at the darkest moment, there is a promise of the daylight. And that has really come true in my life. With these words, I will say to you, please keep up your good work. Keep your excellence, clinical expertise, and excellent patient care. And I pray to God to bestow His blessings to you all. We are very lucky to work or attach somehow with the National Health Service. This is a unique system. It is a system which, as a doctor, we never realize. We always criticize, comments, this is not happening, that is not happening. But if you go and see and get your treatment in other parts of the world, either America, Australia, India, or anywhere, you will see the difference. What is NHS? It is a system. It is a nature. Just like the sun will rise in the mornings, it will set in the evening. Someday you have planned for barbecue, a clouds come, and then you stop your barbecue. Same thing happens in the NHS. Sometimes it goes wrong in the day. Sometimes it is not according to your choice. So, but still, it is an excellent system. So we should be proud of it. I learned one thing during my illness, and that I will share with you as a quote, that if you have left with one breath, use it to say. My wife Asha and I, she joins me to express our deep gratitude and thanks to everyone. Having said this, you all are invaluable to my family and me, and I feel I must say a special thank you to you all. I hope you must have enjoyed so far sumptuous food. Still the dessert and coffee to come. And on your behalf, I take this liberty to thank and appreciate the management of this restaurant and the services of the staff. Excellent. Thank you. Finally, my regards, love, and thanks to you all. Thank you very much. गेस्ट में से कोई रिश्ता थोड़ा होता है
Thank you very much. Really thank you.
इसका जॉब बदल जाएंगे, पहुंच जाएंगे। दूसरा ला के रख लो अरे वो लगाना भी था
यार लंदन से आ रहा हूँ।
हाँ नहीं सही है यार
बोल दो ना खाना तो बस बोलना पैक कर रहा है आज तो ज्यादा बोलो
You grow bees.
Nice to be in your company.
see you on Wednesday
See you. One of these days after we'll get together.
What is that?
telephone
I just saw this yesterday.